Check. 1, 2. What's going on? All right. So, welcome back to another episode. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. So, welcome. Today is May 22nd, 2025. A nice, beautiful, rainy day. Let's get straight into it. All right. So, we got some questions. Let's knock them through. So, right. Question number one. I find myself getting really nervous during conversations. At times, this can result in either flexing my own ego or not understanding the person. Any tips? All right, so let's see what's going on here. So, you get really nervous during conversations at times. All right, that could be, uh, that just could be sheer excitement. You could just simply just be excited to let me adjust the mic. You could just simply be excited to be talking to the person, and that's completely normal. You're just excited about the conversation, which is cool, right? Uh and it can result in either flexing your own ego or not understanding the person. Yeah, I mean, in any conversation, right? It's incredibly important that you are breathing properly. You don't want to you don't want to get too hyped up about anything really. And I'm not saying, oh, don't be excited, don't but if you're having a really good conversation, have the good conversation, have it. um Something I usually end up focusing on, and uh this will probably be a run on for today's like episode, is a big thing you want to keep in mind is be home, give home, right? What that looks like is uh being able to say, okay, oh, hold on. Ooh. All right. Uh, One of the things that could look like is making sure that you are relaxed. Finding, I love, I mean, reminding like, yo, have techniques that help you relax. If you have techniques that can help you relax, you can do them while having a really good conversation and still get the benefits of it, right? Breathing properly, relaxing your shoulders, listening not only to the person, but to surroundings, hearing ambient noise around you, listening to stillness. Okay. Meditation can help with this because when you are in a form of meditation, it allows you to listen to stillness. It allows you to listen to the ambiance. And you can utilize that stillness and that ambiance not only for yourself, but for the other person. And it can help with the entire conversation. People will feel calm, they will feel relaxed when speaking to you. And so it definitely pays to come home to yourself, come home and meditate, have a consistent meditation practice that allows you and helps you relax and also helps other people relax when they are amongst your presence, right? Next. During conversations, I sometimes lose track of what the other person is saying and go off into my own ideas, completely losing what they were speaking about. How can I stay focused on the conversation and help the other person feel heard? Okay. So, uh, chances are uh, chances are you probably understand what the person is talking about. It's not that, hear me out. It's not that you don't understand what the person is not speaking about. If you find yourself going off into other places, you have excess energy. You can do things, right? And that's a very good thing. What is recommended is to uh, create images. You can use visualization to help you stay focused because you probably already are thinking of new ideas. It can be very much like a puzzle piece in your brain. Imagine a puzzle piece in your brain. That person is speaking, and you can create a puzzle piece, and not only does that allow you to understand what the other person is saying because it's important if it's going to fit into your puzzle piece, it also allows you to still create what you are conceptualizing and putting it together with their idea. When you begin to do this, now you have, not only can you hear the person, and you can probably keep eye contact with the person while this is happening. Now, if you have excess energy, that this is what I would recommend. And it's not excess energy because we are utilizing it here. So uh use your vision, use your visualization, listen to what the other person is saying, and don't criticize or judge yourself for it. uh you have a superpower. You have amazing abilities. You have more creative uh abilities, and so it's important to utilize those even during conversations, right? And don't be afraid to uh and this is sometimes what I realize. I sometimes, at least me, if a person is speaking, I will not stop them. I will not stop them because I feel like it is rude. Truthfully, if someone is speaking, and I do this now, I stop people when they are speaking if I do not understand something. Because what that now allows them to do is to clarify what they are speaking of, clarify the concept that they are speaking of, and I get to also understand it and create this puzzle piece, this visual puzzle piece, a lot more clearer and in a much higher definition. And I get to master and understand whichever concept that person is talking about. So, for one, don't be afraid to stop the person as they're speaking to clarify, right? Most people actually enjoy that and think it's, I mean, at least for me, if you stop me and you're like, hey, what does this mean? What are you talking about? I can absolutely clarify. And it makes me feel like the person is actually listening and is trying to listen and isn't somewhere else. It's it's fine. It's good. It's a good thing, right? And it can probably help, while you're clarifying that person, while that person is clarifying you, uh, they will be clarifying themselves. And the world can definitely use more clarity. Next, I'm afraid to work for myself because I'm not sure if, let me see what this is. Oh, I'm not sure if I can stay focused on getting tasks done. At times, I get so excited and almost confused as to which task I should prioritize first. How can I maximize my productivity without feeling so confused? Yeah. Yeah. So, uh it's you have your ideas, you have the things that you want to create, and you have no, like, there's so many ways to get there, and you know that there's multiple ways to get there. And to a degree, You're excited and also confused. I get it. Uh, ooh, I'm yawning like crazy today. Here's some tips. For the first one, if you can stay focused on getting a task done. So, not sure if you can stay focused on getting a task. So, what I would definitely say is uh practice with your focus. This is something that your art form can absolutely provide for you. If you uh, for and I'll explain why. When you are when you are practicing specific art forms, ones that specifically bring about to you off the top of your head, what is happening is that you are processing life at your speed. You are using your focus and your attention, your awareness at your speed, at your understanding of it. And that is incredibly important because it allows you to be more convicted while doing task. So for starters, uh, I'm not sure if I can stay focused on getting tasks done. It, try, and I'm not saying try doing the task, but observe yourself. Observe how you pay attention to things. Right? Do give yourself a test run. See what it is like. Many times more than anything else, you want to and you will find more value in trying something, gathering the information from it, and implementing it the next time you you are doing it, right? So, if you can stay focused on getting a task done, try some things out first. Try some things out first. See what you can get done, and don't beat yourself up about it. Many of the times, beating yourself up for these tasks is gonna hurt you more than anything else. So you want to minimize as much shame and as much guilt as possible throughout the learning process. Very, very important. Shame and guilt, the majority of the time, along with fear and insecurities, are what kill dreams in all kinds of ways. Right? For example, fear that comes from you're afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Uh, if you're not sure of something, that means you're still figuring it out and you're still learning. And yeah, uh, try some things out. Okay. At times, I get so excited and almost confused as to which task I should prioritize. Yeah, I like to do brain dumps. This is my own personal way of staying focused because I know my mind will go multiple places. So, brain dumps allow me to just put down a whole bunch of ideas, all the ideas, everything on my brain, put it down. Do, 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 do. Then I get to see which task I like or which task is the most important. I can see it, everything, right? Get a regular piece of paper, notebook, anything. Write down all the ideas that you have, right? Uh, you know, which task I should prioritize first, right? Which task you should prioritize first. Very important. If you and you will know which task you should prioritize because a lot of times, at least for me, it's the one that I want to do least. And if it's the one that I want to do least, it's the one where I can find the most amount of growth in, and it's most likely where I'm gonna go and just crunch that down and get to all the other more fun tasks afterwards. So excited and confused. Yeah, excited and confused. I mean, that's natural. That's gonna happen. You know, it's like going to a candy store. And if you are a person with brilliant, beautiful ideas, your brain is a candy store. Congratulations. You are a beautiful, smart, and brilliant person. Good job. You know, put these things down on a piece of paper and see, see where they go. See where they go. Try, like I said, try some things out. Brain dumps really, really help with this because now you can see it. You can see the task. You can see the confusion. You can see all the stuff that you can actually work on, and that's gonna help you tremendously, staying focused and prioritizing, which is incredibly important. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, how can I maximize my productivity without feeling so confused? Lean into that confusion. And one of the biggest things I will say, especially when it comes to physical act, doing tasks physically and doing things around the house, things of that nature, let, acknowledge it. Like, be like, yes, yes, I am confused. Yes, I don't completely understand. Yes, not everything makes sense, and that's okay, because now all of a sudden, you are opening a door by that acknowledgement. You are opening a door and saying, I, there's room for me to learn, and room for me to grow, room for me to experiment, and room for me to see what I can and cannot do. Right? Now I can gather information and knowledge about how I work. It's like having a car with no specifications ever given to you. Looks good, but there's no specifications given to you. You're confused. And so you start driving it and you don't know how fast it can actually go. You find out. And then you find your own speed, you find your own pace at which to get things done. And it's in that confusion, right? When you get on a bike, you hop on the bike and it wobbles. You get that wobbling. That's you finding your balance. That's you finding your groove into what it is. That happens when you're making music. There's that point of awkwardness, right? There's that point of awkwardness, and you get into that point of awkwardness. You lean into it, and you don't really know what is going on. It gets funky, it gets weird, and then it comes back, right? That's important to have. That confusion is critical for any form of learning, any form of piecing things together and creating something beautiful out of it. And a lot of times, and this is what I will say, many of the times we need momentum, right? When we think progressively, when we're not thinking conclusively, and we're not thinking with results, and we think action, we think, uh, task, we prioritize the task. What you need is momentum. Momentum will help you get all those tasks done. And a lot of times it's like, you got the bicycle moving. Now we can get it into different directions, right? And so now all of a sudden, something that you've had to prioritize for some time comes up, and you can go in that direction and begin to progress it and get it done. And so a lot of times, I'm explaining this to you because this is how I know what I need to do. If you, uh, if you are looking to learn how to do your own things, it's important to prioritize the way in which you do things, because there is where you will find your greatest amount of momentum towards getting the things that you want to get done. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Links to hoodies, the creative mentorship will always be down below, and to previous episodes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.